Hello. I am live on a Monday, November the 1st. I was wrapping up at the office and about to go home and decided that I would do a quick live stream and just talk a little bit about my weekend at the African American Association of Ghana's 30th anniversary event. Now, for those of you who are not aware, the African American Association of Ghana has been a source of support for a lot of people who are in the African American community when they move to Ghana, when they visit Ghana, when they make their transition to Ghana. And they've been doing it for 3 decades, 30 years. That's such a milestone. So they made the decision that they would have a gala event this year celebrating and inviting people who have been instrumental in the last 3 decades of them being who they are and being a pillar in the community, not only for African Americans, but also for people in the diaspora in general who make the decision to move to Ghana, to come to Ghana. So I just wanted to share that with you. I was the MC of the event this weekend. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time hosting the event and just meeting all of the people, seeing everybody who came out have a good time. I'll be sharing some of the pictures on social media, on the Beyond the Return social media pages. And the African American Association of Ghana will also be sharing on their platforms as well. So for those of you who've joined, my name is Ivy Prosper. If you've never been on my channel before, I share stories from Ghana, the African diaspora. And this episode is a live stream that I wanted to do just to share my weekend, which was at the Labadi Beach Hotel as the MC/host of the gala event that took place celebrating 30 years of the African American Association of Ghana. This is going to be a quick live stream because it is getting late on this end, and I just finished working at the office and I do want to go home, but I wanted to do this quick live stream. I am working on committing to doing more live streams, uploading more videos on my channel so I can stay connected with all of you and so that you can stay connected with the information coming out of Ghana. So those of you who've joined this live stream, thank you so much for joining today. I just basically had wanted to share a little bit of that information about the African American Association of Ghana. Just put my glasses on to see if there's any comments coming through. If you are online and joining, please do share where you are watching from. I would love to know who is here and where you're watching from, your time zone. It is, what time is it? 8:45 p.m. here in Accra, Ghana, as I'm sitting here at the office. So let me just put the website for those of you who may not be familiar with the African American Association of Ghana. Let me just put it on the screen. It's African American Association of Ghana. They are a group that started 30 years ago with the purpose of supporting people in the community, in the African American community who've come to Ghana. Now, as I was mentioning, they don't only support people in the African American community, but anyone who's from the diaspora and has an interest in repatriation, transitioning, coming to Ghana. They are there to support you as well, answer any questions you may have about being in the country, things you may need to adjust to. They may help you find places to go. Sometimes you move somewhere new and you don't know where to go, as far as, like, let's say doctors, plumbers, dentists, whatever it may be, and you need support. They could certainly guide you in the right direction. Now, they're not the only organization here that is supportive of diaspora community. There's also the Ghana Caribbean Association that supports the Caribbean community as well when they make their transition to Ghana. Kay Bimpa has joined. I love your program and watching live from Germany. Woo, thank you for watching. It's late over there. I think you're what, 2 or 3 hours ahead? It's 8:45 p.m. here in Ghana. Thank you so much for tuning in. So as I was saying, I was the MC this weekend for the African American Association of Ghana's 30th anniversary event. Let's see who else is joining. Yata is in BC, British Columbia. It's 1:45 p.m. over there. Thank you for tuning in. It's always great to see people in different parts of the world joining in. Bijou Jewel, hi Sister Ivy, 4:45 Eastern Time, Eastern North Carolina. Thank you for sharing. Wish I had you when I lived briefly in Makurdi, Nigeria. Haha. Oh, you're in North Carolina. I have family in North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham. So I hope the weather is good there today. Alexis watching from Minneapolis. Thank you for joining today. K Bimpa, 1 hour difference, only 1 hour to Germany. Okay, that's good. Joe watching from Ottawa, Ontario. Thank you for tuning in from Ottawa. I have a couple of friends who live out there as well. I love seeing the global community tuning in. I am sitting here in my office about to leave soon. I thought I would do a quick live stream talking about my weekend, which was spent on Saturday at the African American Association of Ghana's event. I was the MC, and it was a really exciting event. As I had mentioned, I'll be posting pictures on the Beyond the Return pages. So if you do follow the Beyond the Return Facebook page and Instagram page, there will be pictures that will be posted on those pages. I also posted a reel of myself in what I was wearing. I was really feeling what I was wearing. It was a dress that I created and had someone actually sew it for me. And I used a fabric that the African American Association is selling. They have a 30th anniversary fabric. And that fabric is what I used to make the dress that I wore at the event. So I should probably pull it. I'll have to pull it up, find it and pull it up and share a picture of what I was wearing if you haven't seen it already, because I do know that some people here follow me on Instagram, and I did post it on my Instagram page. But let me see if I can find a picture and post it here on the live stream. Thank you so much, everybody who has joined in. I appreciate you for joining into this live stream. I'm doing this quick live while I am still in the office. I do plan on leaving shortly because I've wrapped up for the day, but I just wanted to do this really quickly to let you know that, especially because I have a large following who comes from the African American community, to know that this organization exists and is very helpful for those of you who may be interested in connecting with someone when you come. Okay, let's see who else is here. God bless you and protect you in and out in what you're doing. Thank you so much. Adara Solar says, has the AAAG invested in property as a group as of yet? Posting from New Jersey. Not that I'm aware of. I do know that they have a building that's behind the W.E.B. Du Bois Center. As far as them purchasing a property together as a group, not that I am aware of. Thank you for that question. Bijou Jewel, weather is great today, a little cooler. My lifelong friend is in Durham, and my colleagues in Soror lives in Raleigh. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for those of you who've joined in. I really appreciate you. Do you have any questions for me? I always get people asking me questions about Ghana and different things. I would love to know if there's anything that you're interested in finding out about. I am going to see if I can upload these pictures from the event that I took. Let me see if I can upload them for you so you can all see. It was the fabric was a tie and dyed fabric that is a batik material that is often used in Ghana as one of the traditional fabrics. I know a lot of people know about the wax print fabrics when it comes to African prints, African printed fabrics. But in Ghana, a lot of people who travel here aren't aware of the batik fabric. And the batik fabric is usually hand printed. And I actually met somebody who makes the batik fabrics, and I'm looking forward to going and doing a video at her shop where she creates these fabrics and seeing the techniques of how she adds the color, adds the dyes and everything. I can't wait to go and do that video and then share it with you guys so you can see exactly how it is done. I'm just going through my phone and I'm going to share some of these pictures onto my computer as Bluetooth so that I can post them up. But I'm having some connectivity challenges here. For some reason, it's not showing up. Let's see. Let me try again. Okay, it's coming through. So once it comes through, then I will pop them on the screen and you tell me what you think about what I wore that day on Saturday evening. There is a gentleman there who some of you may not know about, but I'm trying to see if I can get a sit-down interview with him. His name is Dr. Thomas Mensah, and he is an engineer. He is one of the people responsible for nanotechnology and fiber optics that we use every day in a lot of our connectivity with the internet. He has 14 patents. He's a really accomplished person in Ghana. He lived in the US for many, many years, and he's now in Ghana. And he has this whole vision. He has a book, and he has a whole vision of, his quote is, good things come in black too. That's what he says. Good things come in black too. Because of the fact that you're often taught that black is negative. So the whole teaching of, white is good and black is negative. So he teaches good things come in black too. And he's got this passion of teaching it to young people from a young age, so that you have that instilled in your mindset that good things come in black too, because he wants to make sure that people know that it's not, you shouldn't allow yourself to be brainwashed into thinking that white is the only thing that is good, because subconsciously that's what we're often taught in different environments. So he's really passionate about making sure that kids and youth know that good things come in black too. So he was there at the event, and he did a little bit of a speech talking about his vision and his passion for Black people in general and on the continent, and why it's important for us to really, really, really hone in on that positivity in our lives. So yeah, his name is Dr. Thomas Mensah. You can Google him and find out a little bit more about it and learn about his vision of good things come in black too. Yeah, it's really, really pretty cool in my opinion. So it is almost 9 p.m. here in Ghana, and I haven't had dinner yet. I'm thinking, should I order something? Should I order something here? Should I order something before I go home? Or should I go home and make something to eat? By the time I get home, it's going to be really late. Anyway, let me go back to the comments. God bless you and protect you. And I saw this message earlier. Adar Solar has a triple AG invested money. Why does this? I read this one earlier. Weather is great today. I don't know why it popped up saying that I had new messages, but it's the same ones that I read earlier. Okay, Ronald, that's ignorant thinking because the world was originally black. Yeah, as history shows and science has shown that the first humans on Earth came from the continent of Africa. The reality is, with mainstream media, we are taught subconsciously, especially in the beauty standards and that kind of thing. And even when you've seen the history of the doll tests, when they do those doll tests and they show a white doll and a black doll, and kids are asked about positive and negative things, and there's a tendency for them to sway towards the black doll as being more negative. And it's because we're subconsciously taught, whether it's through cartoons or through music, whatever it may be, movies. So it's like, yeah. So it's important that we instill the positivity in us. Yeah. Richmond says the best things and most powerful things come in black. Thank you for your comment. I can't seem to get the pictures that I was talking about to pop up on my laptop. I'm trying to transfer it by Bluetooth from my phone. But perhaps I have some pictures that our team took that I could share. Let's see the pictures from, oh yes, I have this one picture here I could share of myself with a couple of people who attended the event. And then you can tell me what you think about what I wore, from using their tie and dyed batik fabric. They're currently selling the fabric for $35, not $35, 35 Ghana cedis per yard. So you can Google to figure out what the Ghana cedi exchange value is, depending on where you are, to US dollars, Canadian, Euro, wherever you are in the world. They're selling it for 35 Ghana cedis per yard. And if you want to place an order, I guess you would have to contact them through their social media page. Their Instagram page would probably be the best to be able to place an order. Ronald says we have to embrace each other. Yes, we do. Banku may be too heavy to eat this late. You know, it's funny you mentioned Banku. I don't even really like Banku. Yeah, I don't like Banku, but lots of Ghanaians do. Banku and Kenke are not my thing. Um, but yeah, it would be heavy at this time. I'm sure I'm going to have people coming at me right now because I said that it's not my thing. I'm more of I like a mutual. I don't mind fufu. I like fufu when it's made in my mom's hometown. They tend to use more plantain in it when they make it. So yeah, so I like that. Kelewele, I like wache. I like um, I like having yam with the egg stew, the garden egg stew. Yeah, let me show. Okay, so here's a picture. There I am in the middle. That's what I wore as the MC for the gala. What do you think? What do you think? I wore this dress with my Kenyan jewelry, my earrings, and my necklace, Kenyan made design. The earrings actually came from one of my subscribers, one of my followers on Instagram. Her Instagram is I Feel So African, and she gifted the necklace to me. Sorry, she gifted the earrings to me. I purchased the necklace from a Maasai market in Nairobi. What do you think? What do you think of the dress? I absolutely loved it. It was comfortable, and I loved the colors. It just all came together so nicely. It wasn't what I expected when I saw the fabric, but it all came together nicely. So yeah, but I got a lot of compliments on it. A lot of people said that they liked the dress. So what do you think of what I wore? What do you think? What do you think? Please share in the comments. I would love to know. But it's one of my favorites. It's become one of my favorite dresses. So I absolutely loved it. And it's great because I also found someone who has been really great with making stuff for me, and she's not too far from where I live, so it's been really convenient. I come up with the design and create what it is that I want, and then she's able to execute for the final product. Yeah. to the comments. Ado Solar says, as you get older, you have to limit some of the Ghanaian starches. Tough to burn off. Yes, it is. And as it gets late in the evening too, it's really tough to burn a lot of the calories. Ronald says, wow, nice cuisine. That's beautiful. I guess you're commenting on the dress that I wore. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I loved it. I loved the dress. It just felt so like, I felt so nice and felt beautiful. I felt like a queen. It was wonderful. So I'm looking forward to more potential engagements like that, of being an MC, because I really do enjoy hosting live events. It's something that I love to do. It's just interacting with people. And I mean, and you have to really be able to roll with the punches when it comes to live events, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to change. You never know, what may come up that you have absolutely no control over, and you have to be able to manage and control. For people who are just joining, I was talking about my weekend. This is me in my dress with my colleague and friend Lucy at the African American Association of Ghana's event that was celebrating 30 years in Ghana. What a monumental time to celebrate 30 years in Ghana. Any organization that is able to have 30 years is absolutely doing a good thing, because to make it to 30 years, it is not easy. I mean, think about how hard it is for people to even last 1 year or 2 years. Yeah, it's not easy. So yeah, so looking at the pictures, you can see that I'm tall. Yes. Ronald says, wow, you're so tall. I am 6'1", and then I wear heels. So in that picture, I was wearing my heels. The funny thing is, before the event even started, my shoe broke. Before the event even started, my shoe broke. But luckily, I actually had extra shoes with me. I carried 3 pairs of shoes with me. 3 pairs of shoes with me. And so the first one that I was wearing was a comfortable heel, but it broke. So then I had to switch to my backup heels, which worked. They were a little bit more painful, but it worked. And I had flats for the very end of the night when my feet would be hurting. Women know about this, when my feet would be hurting at the end of the night and I needed to change. So for those who are just tuning in and didn't see, yes, this is me, 6'1", in all my glory, beside our wonderful Lucy. And that's where you see the contrast of the height. Every time we take pictures together, everybody's like, wow, your height. Wow, your height. Wow, who's this tall lady? Who's this tall lady? So yeah, there I am. Yes, towering over everybody as usual. This has been my life since I was in kindergarten. Since I was in kindergarten, yes, it's been a normal thing. So I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Let's see, Ivy, are your kids in Ghana with you? I don't have any children. Thank you for asking that question. Roots Diaspora, you look beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Congrats on 30 years. Way to go. Yeah, that's a really big accomplishment. They said that they didn't even realize that they were at their 30-year mark until it came to actually looking through some old pictures, and then they realized that, oh my goodness, it's 30 years since the event. Since they started, since they actually launched. I mean, some of those people weren't there the whole time, but there are some people who have been with them since the beginning. The lady who's the president right now, she's been the president for about a year, and she's been doing a great job with continuing with things. And one of the things right now is passing the baton and having young people more active in it as well, because a lot of people who started it are they're elderly, and a time's going to come when the baton needs to be passed on to the next generation of people who are coming into Ghana. And there's definitely a lot of people coming. So I can see that there's going to be a growth and an opportunity for, fresh blood joining the organization and taking it into a new direction. Ikuya Boateng, hello, Ivy. Hello, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Blind guy, his wife, their life. You two ladies are so gorgeous and everyone looks so good together. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it was a great event. Ikuya Boateng, I do not have kids either, Ivy. Thank you for saying that. I hope people do not bother you too much about not having kids. Yes, they do. In Ghana, in African society, there is a tendency for an expectation for women to have children by a certain age. And if you don't, there's a lot of stress and harassment that can happen. There's a sense of women being made to feel like they haven't accomplished anything if they haven't had children. That can happen. There's a lot of pressure from family members. Generally speaking, I'm not saying this is the case for everyone, but in the African context, it happens to some people. I enjoy the information on your YouTube channel. Yes, you are very beautiful. Thank you, Dilim Jamar. I appreciate that and your comments. Thank you. Thank you. You're in New York. I love New York. Love New York. Ivy, please check out a YouTuber by the name, search for Uhu, who is an African-American advocating people to stop coming to Ghana. Please check it out. I know him actually. I actually know him. I know who he is. We've communicated before in the past. I haven't seen this video that you're talking about him to stop coming to Ghana. Nor do I know what the reason is that he's saying for people not to come to Ghana. So I'm not going to comment on it unless I actually see this video that you are mentioning about what he's saying. Next question, what's the role played by this association among African Americans? Well, they help to support people when they're first moving into the country. So like if you first move to Ghana and you don't have anybody, you don't know anybody, you don't have any friends, you don't have any connections, you can reach out to the African American Association and they can provide you with information. Because, when you live somewhere, you have had the experience and the background knowledge of things that you can provide and help people out with. So, and also you have a different perspective. So an African American's perspectives of things and expectations of things and things they can connect with people would be different than, let's say, someone come from Australia. There'll be things that they'll connect on differently. And so with their organization, they're able to provide those things, if that makes sense. So like, for example, they may know where you can go if you want to get something. So a lot of African Americans, let's say, like cornbread, for example, cornbread. And if someone wants to know where can they go and get the mix to make cornbread, somebody who's African American, who's been living in Ghana for a long time, they'll be able to tell you this person sells it. That's where you can go to get it. Because sometimes people feel like they want the comforts of home or comforts of where they came from. And sometimes it's through things that they're used to. The other thing is they can provide a sense of community. They have events. They get together. They have cookouts, different parties and festivals and stuff that they do throughout the year where people can have a sense of connection, a sense of feeling like home. But as I mentioned earlier, they don't restrict you if you're not African American. If you're anybody who's come from the diaspora and has decided that you would like to connect with them, you can certainly reach out to them and they will definitely be a source of support for that. These live streams are so important to catch up with you. Do you accept interview opportunities? We would love to interview you. If so, sure. We can talk about it. You can send me a message, send me an email, and we can go from there. Send me an email. We can go from there. All right. I know we've had conversations here, and you came onto my live stream once before. So yeah, sure. I would love to connect with you on that. Just send me an email to my email address, info@ivyprosper.com. And then we can start communicating from there. Thank you so much for your consideration with that. Let's see. Oh, Ronald says Jiffy. Yes, Jiffy. There's actually a few stores that have been popping up that are called American shops. Like there's a store that popped up. There's a store that used to be around. I don't know if it's still there. When I used to live in East Legon, and it was called. There was a sign on it that said Walmart and Costco shop. So they like sold things that were from Walmart and Costco that people have like shipped in, and then they're reselling in those shops. But there's other stores that you'll see signs that they'll say that they sell all American products, because some people would prefer to buy some of those products. But those products also cost a lot more because they've been shipped in, imported, so they cost a lot more than if you're going to use a locally made product. We'll go to the comments. Tabasco says, that's why there are so many unhappy marriages in Ghana. People are pressured in marriage and then children. There's a lot of people pressured into marriage. I agree. They feel a sense of obligation because of the pressure. And that, yeah, I do meet people who are in unhappy marriages. I have. They're married and unhappy, but they feel some of them feel accomplished because they've gotten married. It's strange, but yeah. The Costco place is now a CompuServe. I know which one you're talking about, actually. You're talking about the one, and I forgot about this one. You're talking about the one that was at Ajingano Road, on the very corner of Ajingano and Boundary Road near American House. That corner that always was choked with, well, not was, still gets choked with a lot of traffic. Yes, I did notice that store is now a CompuServe. I was actually talking about a different one. There was a different one I remember back in 2011, 2012, 2013 that was on the Bawaleshi Road. That's the one that I was thinking of. I totally forgot about the one that you're mentioning that's on Ajingano Road and corner of Ajingano and Boundary Road. Next comment: unhappy marriages because men cheat. Ooh! That's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation. We should probably have that conversation sometime soon. But yes, Ekuya Boateng, that's a whole other conversation, and a reality that exists. Yes. Oh goodness. So thank you so much for those of you who've joined this live stream today. I really appreciate you. We are currently working on finalizing our schedule for the events that I was mentioning in my last live stream, events that are going to be happening in November, December, as part of Beyond the Return, Ghana Tourism Authority endorsed events. And Afrochella is definitely coming back. And there's a few other events that are also coming on. The official events list will be posted on the Beyond the Return website for those who are interested in attending. As I mentioned in the last live stream I did, I know that live stream was kind of bad because the internet was quite unstable on the day that I was doing it. So I'll repeat what was said before, was that the Ghana Tourism Authority CEO announced that there are going to be COVID protocols that they are putting in place for events that are endorsed by Ghana Tourism Authority and Beyond the Return. So they are saying that all people who attend the events must be vaccinated, and all the people who are doing the events also have to have protocols in place, like social distancing and sanitizing stations, as well as doing temperature checks. And then outdoor events are encouraged rather than indoor events. So I know a lot of people are asking, how are they going to regulate that and check for that? I think it's going to be a real challenge. And I think it may also pose it'll pose a challenge for the local Ghanaian community, particularly because there's a lot of people in Ghana who have not gotten vaccinated. There's a lot of Ghanaians who are not vaccinated. There's a lot of Ghanaians who either have chosen not to or have no access to because of the percentage of vaccines that were brought into the country. And then there are those who feel that they don't need to because they feel they have immunity naturally, or they feel that there's other issues that are more important. For instance, there's a man who works in my backyard pulling weeds, and he says that in his community, malaria is much more urgent than COVID-19. That's what he said for his community where he lives. So there's people who are against it, then there's people who are not. So we'll have a mixed bag of responses to that decision that was made. Um, I'm not here to judge anybody who chooses to take it or chooses not to take it. I think that, in my opinion, I feel that everybody should have the opportunity to choose if they want to do it or not. Um, but it's becoming increasingly more challenging for people who choose not to take it. In different parts of the world, it's become more strict than others. And I know that that's one of the things that a lot of people coming to Ghana have felt more free, because it hasn't been as restrictive a society as it has been in other places, with various things. Beginning with the fact that Ghana only had a 3-week lockdown. Lockdown last year only lasted 21 days, 3 weeks, and then it was done. Whereas other places in the world had lockdown for so long, like in Canada. I know people who were locked down like a year. But there are so many different situations when traveling. Coming to Ghana, you are required to have a yellow fever vaccine. It's not mandatory to be vaccinated to travel to Ghana. You don't have to go to the events. You can come to Ghana and do other things. So it's not mandatory to be vaccinated to come to Ghana, of COVID, but it is mandatory to be vaccinated from yellow fever coming to Ghana, and show your yellow fever card before you can even board the flight. The airlines typically will check to see that you have your yellow fever card with your passport when you are coming to Ghana. And for those who are really concerned about malaria, a lot of people choose to take anti-malaria medications before they come. Now, those medications are not highly recommended if you're staying in Ghana for an extended period of time. So, for example, if you're staying in the country 6 months, a year, it's not really recommended health-wise to be taking that medication for a whole year, for a whole 6 months, because the medicine, and I don't know the technical, I don't want to say the wrong words, but I know that the effectiveness is good when you're coming for short periods of time, but it's not good for your system if you're taking those tablets for like 6 months, for like a year, for like 2 years. Yeah. Let me go to the comments. Do you have to be vaccinated to fly to Ghana? No, you do not have to be vaccinated to fly to Ghana. You do need to have a COVID-19 test within 72 hours of travel to Ghana. And then they have you do another test upon arrival in Ghana. Now, the test upon arrival in Ghana has to be prepaid in advance online. And yeah, and if you test positive upon arrival, then you get taken to a health facility for quarantine and treatment. And then if you test negative, then you just enter the country as normal and enjoy your stay in Ghana. So I'll repeat that again. You do not need to be vaccinated to travel to Ghana. Excuse me. The vaccination that I was talking about that they were saying they want to implement is if you are attending events that are endorsed by Ghana Tourism Authority, Beyond the Return, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. But if you're just coming to Ghana and you're coming to the country, you're going to be traveling and doing different things. As of today, it's not mandatory for you to be vaccinated, but you have to get tested within 72 hours of boarding a flight, and you have to be tested upon arrival in Ghana. Dakotella says this current virus is also dangerous. I know family that lost mother and father in 1 week. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. It's just people need their own personal experience with this virus, then they will see the seriousness. Oh, that's terrible. I know people who've gotten it and recovered. Uh, Ghana's recovery rate has been between like 95, 96% recovery the last time I read about it. I do know people in the US and Canada who've been affected, some who have died from it. It's very sad. It's a very, very sad situation. Um, I'm sorry for that family who lost both a mother and father in a week. That's awful. I know someone in the US, a friend who lost her mom, her aunt, and her grandmother all within a period of a week during the peak of the pandemic. So I know it's a pretty serious thing. Some people really, really were affected by it seriously. Yeah. Um, let's see. Next, Ivy, it would really be good if you addressed African American women in Ghana who are being scammed into marriage by young Ghanaian men. This is something that this is an ongoing thing that is not exclusive to Ghana. I will say that for a long time, for decades, there's issue with people getting married for the purpose of getting papers. Whether it's in Ghana, whether it's India, whether it's a British person, whatever it may be, there's people who do it. I read a story about a woman who went to the States. She overstayed her visa and decided to just marry somebody so that she can get her papers. And that was a British woman who decided to do that. We just hear more about the Africans, but there are other people who do it. I know of somebody who's telling me that a Canadian, that a lot of people will go and be in, LA, and they marry someone so they can stay when they've overstayed. Because Canadians can stay in the US for 6 months visa free, but once you pass the 6-month mark, then you have to have, hi, sorry, I was waving to someone walking by the office. Then you have to have a work permit or some kind of status after 6 months in Canada, in the United States as a Canadian. But with respect to Ghana, since your question is about Ghana, there's nothing I can personally do about it. I think people just have to use their discernment to figure out when someone is using you for the purpose of they want your passport. You have to ask them the right questions and really figure out if this person genuinely wants to be with you, or if they just are seeing you as an opportunity to get a passport to move somewhere else. And it's usually, if you really ask the right questions and listen, you can usually figure out who those people are. But then some of them are really good at pretending, but you can really try to figure out who those people are and then weed them out. If you say that you have no intention of leaving and you just want to stay in Ghana, that's one of the ways too, because sometimes they think you're just here on a visit and they can marry you and then go back. But if you're like, I'm not going back anytime soon, and they'll be like, oh, you're not going back? Oh. So yeah, so that's one of the things that I suggest to people. Okay. How hard is it to find a friend who retired in Ghana? I know his first name, but forgot his last name. He bought an avocado farm before moving about 6 years ago. There's quite a number of retirees in Ghana. So, first you have to figure out what's the name of his farm. If you know the name of the farm, if it's like a registered farm, or if the person's on Facebook or something, those are ways to search for the person. But if you don't have a last name, it's kind of difficult, because there's people who move to Ghana, but they live in so many parts of the country that it's hard to, it will be hard to answer that question. Crown Clearwater says the recovery rate in the USA is 92%. The issue is the lack of early intervention in health management. I didn't know what the recovery rate was in the US. They usually always talk about the death rate when I watch the news. So I didn't even know what the recovery rate. They're always talking about how many deaths, how many people have died. So then people's minds never think about the recoveries. But in Ghana, they often talk about the recoveries. They would talk about how many people recovered whenever they talked about, how many people were being affected. Do you drive in Ghana? I used to. I don't anymore. But perhaps I will again next year. We'll see. Driving in Ghana is quite insane. It's 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 an adventure if you're willing to take it, because the driving it's like there's people just don't follow the rules of the road a lot of the time. They're just driving just to drive, and it can be quite frustrating because a lot of people they don't follow the rules of the road. Colin calls it an art. Colin says driving in Ghana is an art. It's a dangerous art. People make some dangerous moves, really make some dangerous moves. She said she can use her NYC driving schools in Ghana. Yeah, you can. I'll say driving in New York City is a breeze compared to driving in Ghana. That's what I'll say. It's crazy. It really is. More people have died this year from road accidents than COVID. Really? I haven't looked at the numbers, but that wouldn't surprise me. I shouldn't say really. You're talking about Ghana. That doesn't surprise me. Talking about Ghana, that doesn't surprise me. Have you been to Sampa? No, I haven't. Where is Sampa? Which region is Sampa? I don't know where Sampa is. Please tell me, Ronald. Where is it? They really do drive hazardously as the Caribbean. Oh, really? Actually, when I was in Jamaica and we were driving in some rough roads in the countryside, the driver had some Ghana style driving, I must say. Yeah, so I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. All right, let's see. Most of us in America have had COVID-19 and we're still here. Yeah, there's quite a number of people who've had it and recovered. So you're making some good points. Making some good points. Thank you, everyone who's joined today. I am in my office. I had finished working and I was ready to go home, but I thought that I would do this quick live stream before I head back home. So I hope everybody is doing okay today. It is the 1st of November, so that means a new month. We only have 2 months left of 2021. How crazy is that this year is almost over? And with this year almost being over, it means that we're almost 2 years into this pandemic. Yeah. It's almost 2 years. I can't believe it. It's so hard to believe. Yeah, it's hard to believe. Bono region of Ghana. Okay, so Sampa is the Bono region. I haven't been to Sampa. But I'm sure I will one day. I'm sure I will. What is there? What's there that I should see, Ronald? What's in Sampa that I should see? Please let me know. You buy gold jewelry in Ghana that came from gold mine. Yes, you can. You can buy gold in Ghana. That comes from Ghana. Yes, you sure can. Good night. Get home safely. Thank you so much. You are welcome. Thank you for joining this live stream. I am going to be wrapping up in a few minutes so that I can head home. It's 9:30 p.m. now here in Ghana. I don't live close to my office, so it'll be about an hour for me to get home. I'm going to stop to get something to eat. It'll be about an hour for me to get home. And so I will be wrapping up in the next couple of minutes. But for those of you who missed the beginning, I was talking about that I was MC this past weekend with the African American Association of Ghana's 30th anniversary celebration, which was a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to more events coming up over the next little while. And I am working on posting more videos more frequently. I'm going to do, whether it's a short video or a long video, I am making a commitment to be here more often. Even when I don't have time, I'm going to try to make time to make it, even if it's a short video, to try to give you as much information as I possibly can. Today, outside the office, the double-decker bus, which I have talked about on Instagram. The double-decker bus is going out for tours and came back from a tour today. I met someone on the weekend who told me that she and her family went on the tour because they saw something I posted about it on social media. So that was great, and she really enjoyed it. So if you do come to Ghana, you should check out the double-decker bus. It's the Accra City Tour, and get the opportunity to travel around the city of Accra. Now, with this Accra City Tour, you get to go around and see a different perspective of Accra. Like on the bus, they drive around and the tour guide talks about different things with the city of Accra, things that you may not have known, some historical facts about different places and different parts of the culture. We stopped in Jamestown when we took the bus. And when we stopped in Jamestown, it was kind of cool because then there was a tour guide. Jamestown is an old part of the city of Accra. For those of you who do not know, it is an area that was settled by the British, but it does have a lot of history as far as Ghanaians go. And with that, they stop, the bus stops there, and then the tour guide takes you around Jamestown to show you different things in that area. And you get to go and learn a little bit of history of what is there, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you get to learn a little bit of history, and it's fun. I think it's fun. It's fun to get to see that part of Accra. So the double decker bus is booked through Ghana Tourism Authority. The cost is 60 Ghana cedis per person to go on that bus. Or if you have like a big tour group and you wanted to book the whole bus, it is 3,000 Ghana cedis to book the bus. So you can calculate that based on whatever your currency is, whether you're in the US or you're in Canada, Australia, Europe. Yeah, you can figure that out as to which is the best for you. Let's see. Let me go back here to comments. There's pretty ladies there and cashew farms. Yeah, there's cashew farms in Ghana. A lot of people don't know cashews grow in Ghana, and cashew farming is something that is a great business opportunity. It's a really great business opportunity to get into cashew farming for those of you who are not aware of that. Are they happy in Ghana, members of the African Americans? Yeah, there's a lot of happy African Americans living in Ghana. A lot of people who are enjoying themselves here. A lot of them have talked about that the piece of not ever worrying about your race when you live in Ghana has been something that people have really, really loved about being here. Thank you, Joe. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much for this super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you and your support. Thank you. I always love when people are supportive of what I'm doing here in Ghana with sharing information, sharing content with you. I really, really appreciate it. Eb Bafor says, thank you for all that you do as a diaspora. Your channel is very informative. Thank you so much. I appreciate your feedback. You can do 20 to 30-minute live streams from work at the end of your work days or on the drive home. We'll take it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Are you doing Vlogmas? Vlogmas. What's Vlogmas? Is that the a friend of mine was actually talking to me about, yes, Vlogmas. It's separate into Vlogmas. That's the like Christmas, before Christmas. People are doing yeah. Um Not necessarily. I am going to be posting frequently, but I'm not necessarily doing the Vlogmas. Because that one is really tuning. That's supposed to be that you're gearing it all towards Christmas, Christmas related content. That's my understanding, unless it's changed. But I am going to be vlogging a little bit more, but not necessarily the Vlogmas strategy, which is gearing towards Christmas. I would love to visit Ghana. That's my dream. The ladies are divine. Aw, thank you. Yeah, one day I'm sure you'll visit one day. Just make it your goal, set your goal, and one day you can make it there. Make it here, I should say. Roots Diaspora, thank you, Ivy. Bon voyage as you drive home. Your lives are very informative. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Kwame Osei, Black in Ghana. Yeah. Not just cashews, but many agricultural products. There's a lot of opportunity in Ghana for so many different things in agriculture. AA community, like the peace and tranquility in Ghana, plus not having to be. I think you mean be Black. I think. But back to this point here about not just cashews, but many agricultural products. Definitely, I recently met someone, and I did a live stream from his farm, but I wasn't. I didn't. It didn't keep going because the internet was the network was bad. But I did a live stream from a farm, a gentleman who left the world of banking to become a farmer, and he said farming is far more lucrative than his banking job. He's now perhaps the biggest exporter of sweet potatoes in Ghana, and one of the biggest exporters of okra in Ghana as well. So if you are interested in getting into agriculture, it's definitely something that you can explore if it's something you're passionate about or you're interested in doing. Yeah, wow, is right. Vlogmas is where you vlog 25 days for December on whatever topic. You could blog on Ghana culture, opportunities, etc. Short episodes to draw people into your content. Okay, what I was reading about was that Vlogmas were specifically geared towards Christmas. So if it's not specifically geared towards Christmas, then I guess that's what I'm doing then, since I'm going to be doing these more frequently. And I mean, we're in November, so I'm already starting. I really want to stay connected. Last month, I was really disappointed. I really wanted to get a lot more content out, but unfortunately, some circumstances didn't permit me to do so. And but now I'm committed to getting more out to you. I'm inspired by seeing a lot of the things that people are doing. I'm inspired by the fact that there's people who are still genuinely interested in hearing from me, because sometimes I'm not sure if people really are interested in my content. I'll be really excited about something, then I'll be like, man, people didn't like that. Nobody's watching this video. I was like, what? Like the recent video I posted from the Upper East region of Ghana, where I went through a former slave camp where captured enslaved Africans were once held. I thought it was so interesting. Then I was like, oh my gosh, not many people watch the video. I guess it's not as interesting as I thought for other people. I mean, I thought it was really interesting. And there were people who watched it and felt it was interesting, but I thought for sure it would trend. But I'm just glad I put it out there because I think it's necessary information for people who are searching for it. As I had mentioned in my last live stream, and I'm not sure if you've heard it because of the fact that I had such a bad connection during that live stream, I recently traveled to the northern parts of Ghana. It was a short, quick trip, so I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to, but I did get to explore a few different areas. That I want to share. So there's this place called Tonga Hills, and it was just breathtaking. We didn't spend much time there, but I do have enough video that I'll post up for you to see. Um, it's like ecotourism is when you really do tourism with the beauty of nature too. You know, it's a serene place. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience one of the things the place is known for, which is because of all the rocks in the area, because of, they said when the wind blows, you hear this whistling sound and it actually sounds like music, like whistling. But the day we went, it wasn't windy, it was still and calm and hot. So we didn't get to hear those sounds, but I wanted to show you some of the content from there. And then up in the Upper East, in Paga, there is a crocodile pond that is known there. We went to the crocodile pond very briefly, and I was like, I am not gonna touch this crocodile, but they were like, oh, you have to, you have to, you have to. And I actually went, and I was like, this is just creepy. After my video with Kafui Day with the snake, with his snake on his head, and then now this crocodile pond in the Upper East was like, it's just like, I can't even believe that I even put my hand on it. Gross. I'm just gross. But I will share that video. It's funny. I'll share that video. I'm going to work on editing it in the next couple of days. So I hope you enjoy that video too once I get it posted. And one thing to think about when you go to the upper parts of Ghana is they don't have 4 and 5 star hotels. Most of the videos there are 1 star, 2 star, and maybe you might get 3 star. So I usually like to tell people to adjust your expectations, because you're not going to get the 4 and 5 star experience in your hotel in the northern areas of Ghana. They're more modest hotels with less things that are accessible. So make sure you ask questions about what to expect at the hotel you book when you go. When we went, it was the same weekend as the vice president of Ghana. His mother had passed away, and the funeral was the same weekend we went. So of course, all of the different ministers and dignitaries and everything in the country are going for the vice president's mom's funeral. And so all of the nice places were taken, and all we had left was the options of the lower budget places. So I can tell you that I stayed in a budget hotel in Tamale, and I mean, it is what it is. But I was happy there was hot water, because even when it's hot outside, I still like to take a warm shower or warm bath. Unless I'm like super, super, super hot, then I might want to take a cool shower. But yeah, ask if they have hot water when you go to a hotel. They're supposed to have hot water if you want it. Ask if they have Wi-Fi. They don't all have Wi-Fi. And then to think about the fact that in some of those rural communities, access to Wi-Fi is definitely going to be less than in the city. So yeah, things to think about. But I'll be sharing some of that content soon, and I hope that you enjoy it. I really do hope that you enjoy it. It'll be cool to see. It'll be really, really cool to see. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me on this short live stream today. YouTube has its own reasons to promote videos too. So if you optimize the video with title, thumbnail, trending topics, then more of your videos will meet these reasons. Thank you so much for the tip. I think sometimes I also feel uncomfortable with some of the titles that are that can come across like clickbait. I don't know. I'm not good at doing that in my title. That's one thing that I'll admit I'm not good at doing, is creating titles that make people just be like, click, So I guess it's something I got to work on. And then when I do have a couple of videos that might have those kinds of titles, I get people complaining, and I'm just like, okay, you can't please everyone. And because I do know that it's something that people do, whether it's in newspaper, news stories, YouTube, that there's an art to creating headlines that make people click on your story or on your videos. I did an interview with somebody on his YouTube channel, and I wasn't happy with the title that was put up there. Um, we were talked about relationships and all that kind of stuff. He was asking me questions about dating in Ghana. He asked me about that, and I just was talking about that in Ghana. When you move here from another country, you have to be aware of different cultural differences, and communication is really, really important. And the headline of the video was "Why I'm Not Dating Ghanaian Men," and I was like, "What? I didn't say that I'm not dating Ghanaian men," but I guess that headline helps get clicks than what was really being said in the video. So, yeah. Thank you. I do have TubeBuddy. I do have the TubeBuddy, but you know what? I haven't been really using it as much as I should, but I'll check it. I've been using it on the app, and I've been recently learned that the app doesn't have as much available as I do it on desktop. So I'll have to explore more of it on my desktop to see the benefits of the TubeBuddy. Thank you for that tip. I appreciate it. All right, it's 9:46. Now I'm really feeling hungry. I don't like eating late, but I also don't like going to sleep hungry. So I'm gonna have to find something light to eat, head home, and enjoy my evening. And I'll be posting a video very soon. Actually, I've been looking at some videos that I had a gentleman help me with editing, and I'm going to be, once I finally approve them, I'm going to be loading up some videos in the next few days. So I hope that you enjoy those videos as well. Some interviews that I did recently. So yeah. All right. So I've been on for an hour, which is more than I planned. I planned 30 minutes, but I'm here for an hour. You guys keep me here. You keep me here, and I thank you. I thank you for all of that. You keep me here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I'm going to sign off now so I can go home. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I appreciate you. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll check them out even after the live stream is over. And don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to my channel. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Have yourself a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where in the world you are located. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.